Greetings, my name is Chris. I'm a pastor at Christ Community, also known as Comunidad en Cristo. We are a local church located in Nutbush, a neighborhood in Memphis, Tennessee. And we are making this video just to reach out and say that we love you, and we also want to engage two types of people. The first one is those who are far from God, and the second one is those who know God and want to be more involved in what we're doing here in Nutbush. So number one, let me ask you a question. Have you heard the gospel? Do you know what that is? Romans 1:16 says that the gospel is the power of God unto salvation. So it's really important that you would know what the gospel is. Well, let me tell you, the gospel is good news, but it begins with bad news. You see, there's a holy and righteous creator God who created the world, and he created it good. And he created people, and he put them in a garden, and he said one thing, don't do this one thing, and they didn't. And that is the essence of sin, is doing exactly what God said not to do. And thus sin entered into the world, and it became broken. And now all of us, like sheep, have gone astray, each to their own way. And we all live in this perpetual state of sin, this brokenness. And so we all are trying to escape out of this brokenness in various ways. Some of us try to escape through trying to achieve things, trying to be something great. Some of us try to escape this world through money and getting enough to make us happy. Some of us try to escape through relationships. Oh, if I could just get that one person in my life, then everything would be better. Some of us try to escape through religion, try to work our way back. But God said that all of these things are broken cisterns. They're like buckets of water, that buckets with holes in them that don't hold any water. They act like they will deliver something. They seem like they're going to deliver. They promise something, but they never actually give. They never actually fulfill what they promise. They leave you broken and more emptier than when you started. You know this is true. In your life, think about it. What have you sought after to receive meaning and purpose? Do you still have it? Well, God looked down on us and he had mercy. And he did something. He did something for us. He sent his son, Jesus. And Jesus made some astounding claims. Jesus said that he was God in the flesh and that he and he alone could forgive you of your sin. But you see, the religious people of that day hated to hear that. So much so that they murdered him. They put him on a cross. They hung him there. But see, something happened on that cross. That day when Jesus hung there, he was taking the wrath of God, the wrath of God for all of those who would come to him in faith. And so that now when one believes, they get his righteousness. And see, to prove this, when he died, he raised himself after the 3 days, proving that what he said was true. And now we know that in Matthew chapter 28, he says that all authority has been given to him in heaven and on earth. And he looks back at us, those who are in this broken state, and he promises you something. He says if you would turn from your sin, if you would turn from your ways of trying to find meaning outside of God, then he would forgive you of your sins, and that if you would trust him with that he would return you back to that perfect place that he intended you to be in the beginning with him. Now, let me ask you a question. Have you done that? I used to be a heroin addict who was trying to find happiness in all the things that the world had to offer. Through relationships, through drugs, alcohol, through money, through trying to be somebody, prestige. But every single one of those things fell flat and never actually delivered what I was looking for. I was always chasing and chasing and chasing. And I realized that it was meaningless because I was going to die. And what was I going to accumulate on this world that I could take with me? Nothing. And so I cried out to this Jesus who said he could save me of my sins and forgive me. And guess what? He did. I experienced this forgiveness and this love, and it changed my life forever. And so you can too. Do you have a story like that? If you do, please partner with us. Come. We are at 3823 Orchie Road. And the information that you're holding in that pamphlet that was given to you, that will tell you everything. All right. Thank you, and God bless.